Your hormones can change in as little as 100 days. Hormone symptoms don't appear out of nowhere, whether it's PMS, irregular cycles, fatigue, stubborn weight, lower libido, or fertility struggles. There is always a pattern underneath it. In part 1, we talked about the 4 TCM patterns we see most often at GinSen: liver qi stagnation, spring qi deficiency, kidney deficiency, and blood deficiency. But identify that pattern is only the beginning, because once you understand why your hormones are disrupted, the next question naturally becomes, what do I do about it? That's exactly what part 2 is tell you. I'm going to show you now how each pattern disrupted hormone production, hormone communication, and cycle rhythm, what foods, herbals, and therapy generally work for each type, and most importantly, how to reset your hormones within 100 days. Using same framework we usually in the clinic with real case. In part 1, explain the problem. Part 2 is where you finally get a roadmap. So let's dive in. Section 1. Why these patterns disrupted your hormones. Now, let's look at how these symptoms interfered with your hormone, not from textbook point of view, but in a way that you usually feel inside your body. Each pattern disrupted your hormones for completely different reasons. Number 1. Liver qi stagnation, when your body can't switch gears. The liver system is like the part of your body that helps you shift gears. When it tense or overwhelmed, it becomes harder for your hormones to transition smoothly from one phase of the cycle to the next. Instead of gentle race and fall, everything feels abrupt. Moods flip quickly. Your cycle length can jump around the ovulation feels unpredictable. It's not that your hormones disappeared, then simply don't shift into the next phase when they are supposed to. Think of it as beginning stuck in second gear, no matter how fast you need to move. Number 2. Spring qi deficiency and dampness. When the body feels foggy inside, this pattern doesn't block the hormones. It clouds the environment, then works in. Imagine trying to operate it in a room filled with thick fog. Everything takes longer, takes slower, everything feels heavier, and the signal don't travel clearly, don't fast quick as normally inside the body. That shows up as slow digestion, sluggish energy, craving and crashing, water retention, and body heaviness, difficult maintaining stable cycle. Your hormones may be trying to do their job, but then work in the space that feel messy and unclear and not easily. Instead of resistance, think of this as hormones try to move through foggy. Number 3. Kidney deficiency. When you are running on reserve energy. This pattern doesn't cause the blocked or foggy. It drains the battery that power reproductive health. Your hormones may be well regulated on the paper, but the symptoms that support them don't have enough fuel. So you will notice cycle stretch out, ovulation feel weak, energy drops fast, recover take longer. It's like a difference between a phone then fully charged and then when it's already down 15% by lunch times. Or generally battery can last for 24 hours or 72 hours, but now just lasts for 12 hours. The hormones are there. The power behind them is what running lower. Blood deficiency, when nourishment doesn't reach where it's needed. This pattern affects delivery. Your body might be producing hormones, but the nourishment and the circulation that support them doesn't reach the ovary, uterus, and brain effectively. You will see this in light periods, difficult building a healthy lining, emotion sensitivity, poor focus, lower stamina. Think of it like try grow a plant without enough water or fuel. There's not enough nutrition in the earth. The plant is not the problem. Its soil is not getting the nutrient as these plants need. So the hormones you produce simply doesn't have the supporting system to thrive. Beginning it all together, 4 patterns for completely different internal environment: liver qi stagnation, stuck gills, spring qi and dampness, internal foggy, kidney deficiency, lower power battery, blood deficiency, lower nutrients delivery. All 4 can disrupt the cycle, mode, energy, fertility, but for entirely different reasons, and most people experience more than one at the same times. So when you're understanding your pattern, you finally understand why your hormone behave the way they do and what kind of support they actually usually needed. Section 2. Fix the hormones. What actually usually works. Let's go into solution. Start with nourishment. Give your hormones the raw material. Your hormones are made from nutrition. So if your body doesn't have enough nutrition like iron, B12, vitamin D, or omega-3, it simply can't produce or regulate the hormone properly. Food that rebuild your foundation include eggs, red meat, lamb, seafood, liver, dark leafy green, nuts, and seeds. From a TCM standpoint, this is knowledge, qi, blood, and kidney gene. The 3 pillars are of reproductive health. At GinSen, we often use formula like Su Tang, classical blood nourishment blend, supplement that support cycle regularly and replenish the nutrient maybe modern diet lack. It's especially helpful for those with light period, tiredness, dizziness, or anemia type iron deficiency, these conditions. Second, reduce the everyday exposure that overload your hormones. You don't need a perfect lifestyle, but removing a few common disruptors make your hormone job much easier. Small changes that create the big effort make a big difference. Use glass or stainless steel containers. Avoid microwave food in plastic. Switch from non-stick pans to ceramic or cast iron. Bring your own reusable mug for hot drinks. Keep scented laundry product and strong fragrance to minimum. You don't have eliminated everything. Just load noise your hormone as fighting against. Third, use targeted herbal supplement, GinSen's core strengths. Each TCM pattern responds to different catalog of herbal supplement. Instead of trying random supplement, supporting your pattern working far better. Examples of what we use in clinic. For kidney deficiency, herbals that recharge body long-term energy, 六味地黄汤 type formula, cordyceps, astragalus. For liver qi stagnation, herbal that reduce the tension, regulate the flow like Caihu base formula or GinSen own property blend such as smooth stress, which blended pony, gangui, B6, B12, and so on to support cycle regulation and nervous system balance. For support qi deficiency, dampness, herbals that improve digestion and light system, Changzhu, Chenpi, Fulin, which help the body produce the food fluid and hormone more efficiently. In addition to single ingredients herbal like Caihu classic formula like Su Tang or 六味地黄汤, we also use carefully designed blend such as her Eastro Balance. Her Eastro Balance brings strong together traditional Chinese herbal with modern nutrients like Q10, vitamin B12, and vitamin E. This updated formula is designed to support body natural hormone production, promote healthy ovary function to provide nutrition support for those trying to conceive or simply looking to rebalance their hormones. For therapies that is creating real physiology change inside or around the clinic, acupuncture, cupping, massage, or Tuina massage help shift your body for coping model back into balance. Each one works differently. Acupuncture increases blood flow to ovary and uterus and stimulation them respond. Cupping helps release tension and move liver qi. Its moxibustion warms the womb and the uterus, or this is ovary to support blood flow, support implantation. Tuina calms nervous system, support digestion. Those therapeutic treatment help your body communication better, remove the dampness and reduce phlegm and inflammation, circulate better and recover faster. If you're based in London or planning a visit, you're welcome to experience those treatment in person at our two clinics in the Kensington Energy, both easily access and easily transport. And if you are not in London, still we can help you. Our herbal formula and supplement are available worldwide to delivery. You can support your hormone, you can get help. Section 3, the 100-day hormone reset. So why 100 days? Because your reproductive system doesn't change overnight. It renews in cycle. From Western view, eggs take roughly 100 days to fully mature. Sperm take around 74 days to develop. In Chinese medicine, we say, gene and blood transfer over one reason about 3 months. So instead of chasing quick fix, this is why we use 3 months structure reset at GinSen. Planning your body can you usually follow. Month 1, clear the noise, digestion first, inflammation down. In the first month, the goal is not perfection, it's clear the traffic so your hormone can breathe. Focus area is stable meal, regular eating times, fear blood sugar spikes, reduce heavy greasy, over-sweet, ultra-processed food. Cut down cold drink if you're running cold or bloating easily. Support daily bowel movement and reduce the bloating. From a TCM lens, we are clear dampness, reduce the internal congestion. In real life, we often notice less bloating, fear craving, better sleeping, calm PMS, energy better because your hormone can't rebalance if overloaded. Month 2, rebuild nourished blood and kidney gene. This is a building month. Now the system is less congested. Your body can usually absorb nutrition, and it is where reproductive quality starts to shift. Focus area, nutrient-dense meal, iron, B, omega-3, vitamin D, pattern-based herbal to rebuild, reserve, consistent sleeping schedule. This matters more than most people realize. From a TCM perspective, this is where we strengthen blood and kidney gene. This is often when energy improved, mood stability, cycle become more predictable, and libido can return. Month 3, optimize regulated cycle and support implantation. This is where we fine-tune focus area, cycle rhythm, supporting the body through the phase of the cycle, improve circulation to the uterus and the ovaries, reducing stress load and keeping the nervous system steady, continuing herbals and therapies that is match your pattern. From a TCM perspective, we are regulating the liver flow, stretching kidney support, and ensuring uterus is warm and well circulated. A balanced cycle is the foundation for nutrition conception. A balanced cycle is the foundation for natural conception. And even if conception is not your goal, that is when people often feel the most normal again. 3 months sounds simple, but it is not random. It lines up with biology, TCM timing, and what we are clinically again and again. And the key is you're not doing everything at once. You're doing the right things in the right order, in the right direction. Closely, if you are experiencing the hormonal imbalance, irregular cycle, PMS, fertility struggles, or unexplained symptoms, please know that it's not your fault. Your body is not broken. It's asking support, asking to help. At GinSen, across we are 2 clinics in London and through all online consultation worldwide, we help thousands of individually restore their hormone and improve fertility through a combination of TCM and evidence-based diet, lifestyle guidance. If you like to understand the TCM pattern or you want personalized hormone reset planning, you're welcome to reach us anytime. You can come to clinic, you're online to reach. Your body can rebalance, your hormone can recover, and we are here to guide you through. Dr. Lily from GinSen London. I will see you in the next video.